We may not be experiencing a tangible, objective reality, but rather one that is being simulated, according to an increasing body of evidence and arguments. The nature of the universe and how it behaves, according to some supporters of this theory, is consistent with what we might anticipate seeing if we were inhabiting a computer-generated reality. The universe exhibits a high degree of complexity and order, which is challenging to explain by natural means. This is one argument in favor of the simulation hypothesis. The evolution of complex systems, such as galaxies and planets, as well as the existence of life, are made possible by the precise tuning of the laws of physics. Without mentioning some sort of intelligent design, it is challenging to comprehend why the universe would be so perfectly suited for the existence of life. The difficulty of describing the nature of consciousness without using some sort of simulation is another argument in favor of the simulation theory. The human brain is a sophisticated and complex machine that is able to provide a rich and detailed understanding of the world. How something with this much complexity and experience could develop from just matter and energy is a difficult concept to grasp. According to some proponents of the simulation hypothesis, the existence of a simulation of reality is the only way to explain the nature of consciousness. In addition, there are arguments for living in a virtual reality that is grounded in practicality. The ability to create immersive, realistic virtual environments that are identical to the real world is increasing as a result of technological advancements. It is not difficult to imagine that, in the future, we might be able to create virtual worlds that are identical to our own. If this is the case, it's possible that we already exist in virtual reality and aren't even aware of it. We ought to take the simulation hypothesis into account when pondering the nature of reality because the arguments in favor of it are strong. The evidence and arguments in favor of the theory that we are experiencing a virtual reality are worth considering and examining, even though there is no concrete proof of it. The idea that we might be inhabiting a virtual reality is also supported by philosophical justifications. René Descartes and other philosophers have made the case that reality may not always be what we experience or perceive it to be. Descartes famously argued that the world we perceive might be an illusion and that it's possible that we're being tricked by a wicked demon. This argument highlights the possibility that our perceptions of the world may not be a reliable indicator of the nature of reality, despite the fact that modern philosophers have largely rejected it. The universe exhibits a high level of symmetry and regularity, which is another argument in favor of the simulation theory. For instance, mathematical equations, which are both highly abstract and general, are used to express the laws of physics. It is difficult to explain this symmetry and regularity without mentioning some sort of underlying structure or organization, which is in line with the concept of a simulated reality. The simulation hypothesis is also supported by empirical observations. For instance, it is challenging to explain the universe's high degree of uniformity and isotropy without mentioning some sort of underlying structure or organization. The idea that the universe is a simulation is supported by the fact that the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is thought to be the remains of the Big Bang, is also extremely uniform and isotropic. Overall, the simulation hypothesis is supported by strong arguments, and as such, it is a possibility that we ought to take into account when speculating about the nature of reality. We may be experiencing a simulated reality, though there is no concrete evidence to support this.